And some of them have maybe a simple flip phone that the government provides for them, as an example. And so for us trying to find those folks, so when we first decided to move into the West Side, because we realized that when I was doing some research for a grant, I realized that the 78207 zip code is not only one of the highest poverty zip codes in our city, but in our nation. And so I told Robert, okay, that's where we're going. We're going to start serving. So I remember we printed a bunch of flyers. We went out to the West Side because we were going to pass them out and meet the families. But everybody's gates are locked, or they have big dogs, and it's like, okay, I don't think this is going to work. So then we had to really kind of rethink, how are we going to do this? We really need to meet and promote King's Compassion just everywhere so that somebody knows somebody.
For sure, yeah.
So then what we started to do was we started to go to some of the senior centers. We currently serve in 14 zip codes, and mainly high poverty zip codes. So what we started doing is going out to some of the senior centers, going out to some of the low-income apartment buildings for seniors. We started going to resource events, as well as even sharing who we are with different people in the community and even in the city with the district, so that some of the constituent services know that we're around. And so now we get calls every day. So, we would pass out our flyers, because a lot of times people don't even know what resources are out there available for them. And they don't even know to ask. So we would, provide them with our flyers, and a lot of times we'd put together bags. We would call it our Essentials for Seniors bags. And so during COVID, as an example, we might put like paper towels, toilet paper, disinfecting wipes, and laundry and antibacterial soap. And we'd put our flyer in there. And so we'd give all those bags out to the seniors. And some of them would tell us right away, oh, well, we don't qualify. But I said, but if you know somebody else that does. And even with the people that don't qualify, one of the things that we do is we try to find out what is it that they need. And we'll try to provide them with a resource in the community that might be able to provide that for them.
Well, what's the parameters for someone to qualify?
So we do help folks. When we first started, it was 70 and older. During COVID was crazy. COVID was crazy for us. But because of COVID, we lowered the age to 65. So everyone in the home needs to be 65 and older. The exception that we make to that is we do have some of our seniors that are still taking care of mentally or physically disabled children. And so we make the exception for that.
Gotcha.
And then one of the other requirements, of course, is income. So we are trying to help the ones that need us the most, right? The poor of the poor. So it had always been 100% of the federal poverty level. 2 years ago, because of inflation being so ridiculously high, we increased it to 110%. So as an example, a single person living at home, if they earn $1,381 or less a month, they would qualify. And for a couple, if it's $1,874 or less a month, they qualify. But the reality is you hear those numbers, but the average income of most of the people we serve is about $900.
Wow.
Which seems crazy.
Wow.
But it's reality. And so imagine still living in your house, right? Trying to maintain your home, pay utilities. Most of our seniors don't even have central air and heat. They can't afford it. And they don't have it in their home. So like we provide, fans and heaters for them as an example, as some of our seasonal items. But for them, imagine trying to live on that. Just medications alone, are outrageous. And then, so besides being able to help provide, so some of the things we do for them, we want our seniors to be able to age in place.